Greetings, YouTube. I normally say happy Sunday, but it really depends on how happy your Sunday is. If you grinded the first ever multiple 6-star featured in basic arenas and put up some points, because we don't know what it's going to take to get the champions. We don't know what it's going to take to get the top 1 to 5%, 6 to 10%, etc. And there have been a couple of theories that are worth bringing up to start this video. The first is that less arenas mean less server stress, so maybe the game will run better. So far, that theory hadn't worked out well. I can't tell you how many people have contacted me in the last 24 hours saying, Prof, stop complaining about the arenas and start complaining about the historic lag. I haven't ever had lag on my device. In the last day to 2 days, I've lost so much health in Alliance quests and war, etc. Regular questing just from the game crashing, and it's ridiculous. Talk about it. So I don't know if you have seen that. I've seen the normal amount of crashes on my device, but I haven't made a video because, well, I haven't seen anything historically bigger, but I also want to be a mouthpiece of the community. So if you've seen this and I haven't, let me know what device it is in the comments. But the other theory was that, well, more people will get the opportunity for 6-star champions with this new 6-star arena. I don't think that's true. I think especially for the newest, shiniest featured champion, in this case, Shang-Chi, you have people who are already paying pilots to run their accounts for those spots. Most of those accounts are either accounted for by pilots or by people who are running their own accounts and have such incredible top-of-the-line 6-star rosters that they're going to do whatever it takes to get one of those top spots. And so the average summoner, I really do believe, has no chance for the 6-star. Even with a good roster, I would think maybe you have a chance for the 5-star in those top 500 spots, but really, what chance is that? So I told myself I am going to run all the milestones and maybe a little bit more in the 6-star basic arena and then throw the rest of my time into the 6-star featured arena and see where it ends up. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Oh, by the way, the third theory was that there would be less bots and more ability for Kabam to control the bots in the Summoner Trials. Now, getting all of the milestones did get me in the top 10% of this, but whenever I see summoners that aren't in alliances routinely finish in the top, I think I'm going to have to do some investigating to see if some of these summoners have some shady looking profiles that obviously were not human beings running their rosters through a arena grind. So we'll see if that's the case, but I believed all along that this Summoner Trials is going to be just completely overrun with scams and cheaters and bots. Okay, so you can see I did not reach my goal. Pretty disappointed. I put up 17,052,589, though you can't see that 9 very well from how my setup is. For the 6-star basic, that got me the 6 to 10%. I was aiming for the 1 to 5, obviously didn't get it. And so I achieved not the 5,000, the 1,000, but the 3,000 and the 500. One thing I want to say about this that makes sense but also sucks, when you have all progression levels that can enter a grind, you have a larger pool. And so you have a lot of people that are never going to come close to even achieving all the milestones, nevertheless competing for those top spots. But the more that the pool is entered, to me, easier it is to get the top 5% or top 10%. Because if you only have Cavalier and Thronebreaker and most people who enter the pool all won all the milestones, I finished in the top somewhere between, if I'm reading this correctly, 90 percentile and 94 percentile. And that was getting more, 1 million more, or I guess less than 1 million more, worth of all the milestones. So I truly believe that this score would have been good enough for the top 1 to 5% had all progression levels been able to enter it. But a smaller pool also means it might be tougher and cause more time to get that 1 to 5% that we're so used to aiming for in the previous 5-star featured arena. So that's good data for me to know, though I've got to be honest, I am very disappointed with not reaching the top 5% because I actually stopped using my 6-star champions here because I didn't want to score too high. I did not want what I was worried I would get, which was one of the top 500 spots because I didn't want a 5-star Falcon. I have a 5-star Falcon Awakened already, and yes, 1,000 6-star shards is nice, but instead of 5-star Falcon, I'd rather have half a 5-star crystal, half another grind to the dad bod. So disappointed in that, but that's not the main title of this video. The main title is what I put the most points into, and that is, drumroll please, the final featured arena. 33,162,108 points is what I put up, and that got me just under the top 1,000. I would imagine that means the top 1 to 5%, because we know it's not the top 500. And my man Z, and also my man Goose, I've got 2 alliance mates in the top 10. Shout out AOA. Z, I can't wait to see what you put up to get top 8. So that'll be probably a separate video here, because you said you'd hit me up. But I wanted to immediately make this video just from my own data of what I did. So what are some takeaways from this? Well, the first takeaway is that I'm still convinced for sure that bots are running rampant in Summoner Trials, and that Kabam isn't paying as much attention to the lower level arenas as they should, and they wonder why they lose so much money during the gifting event when accounts can rack up huge amounts of units and battle chips, etc., and then trade for, say, greater gifting crystals at a discounted cost for cash. Well, Kabam, if you want to put your detection where your mouth is, you gotta not just keep the bots out of the 6-star featured and 6-star basic arena, but also the arena that is the only reason why you can even use your 4-star champions. Now, nevertheless, I don't know why I'd ever use 3-star champions outside of a trash Sunday arena. Besides that, my takeaway, which I've kind of pointed out already in this video, is that as the pool has now shrunk considerably, because it's just Uncollected, Cavalier, and Thronebreaker, and I would imagine the majority of Uncollected aren't jumping into any of these because they don't have anything close to the roster to compete, because they are absolutely the most screwed over out of all this new system, for sure. It's just going to be tougher to get to the top 1 to 5%. So Kabam kind of accomplishes a bunch of their sort of business savvy but customer relation shady goals. They make it a lot harder for the average player to get units and battle chips, to make it harder to be a casual spender or especially a free-to-play player in a game that's always been, for the most part, pretty free-to-play friendly, especially in terms of hoarding units for things like July 4th and Cyber Weekend. But they also accomplish a goal where the in-game players are now in a smaller pool, and so to get that top 5%, they're going to have to spend more time than usual putting up scores in the arena and trying to do this really kind of awkward, delicate balance between putting up scores if they want to do both arenas in, well, both arenas. And that is that's just different. It was always just the 5-star featured arena. You know, the 4-star featured arena, yeah, it would be nice for milestones, but you didn't care about the 4-star featured champion. You can't even bring them into Act 6. Whereas now, at least from my arena grinder perspective, it's just sort of like a balancing act. And obviously, Shang-Chi is a very sought-after champion right now, one of the most sought-after champions of 2021. If you put a 6-star Groot in there, and the 6-star basic is, we'll say, friendly Punisher 2099, and you don't want that 6-star maybe for either champion, then the scores will come down, but also the big question is going to be, what score can I put up to not get the 5-star of those, but still get the 5,000 5-star shards and 1,000 6-star shards? Because from my perspective, and I think a lot of people share this perspective, that's going to be the most sought-after milestone every week from now on, is that 1 to 5%. More so than the 5-star featured and even the 6-star featured, depending on who the champions are. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I don't want this video to be at 10 minutes, so we're going to end this here. Thanks so much for watching. Congrats to my alliance mates. I look forward to making a follow-up video on what the heck score you put up to get the top 10 of this first ever 6-star featured arena.